Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Soraya and today we're back in No Man's Sky. Today we are going to be building the base up a little bit, I think. It says that our next portion of this is going to be searching for Artemis and Apollo. And it says that we're going to be looking for black holes and the Atlas stations and all sorts of good stuff. So my thought is maybe we can begin building out Storm Point a little bit, have a home base going. That way we have a place to store all our goodies, all our locations for like mechs and stuff that we end up getting. We want lots of storage space as far as the storage containers in this game go. Lots of important stuff that we're going to need to hold on to. So I figure we'll give that a go. And in order to do that, we're going to need prefabs and small prefabs and technology modules and all sorts of good stuff, which means that we're going to be looking for the all-important, what are we looking for here? We're going to be looking for these all-important salvaged datas. These salvaged datas are found on planets all around systems, and you find them underground, you scan for them. Pretty straightforward. But the issue is we're going to need a lot of these. This one's just 3 on its own. And on average, these tend to cost anywhere between 3 and 10. Especially a lot of the more expensive ones are 10 salvage data for each. And we're going to need quite a few of these. So first things first, we're going to have to go out and get a whole bunch of salvage data so that we can unlock all this fancy stuff in here. And I do know that the mission for the base computer is it unlocks a bunch of stuff. It unlocks a bunch of those technologies. So I might go through the base computer archives here and unlock the stuff that it unlocks with that. And then I'm going to end up going around and collecting a bunch of these salvage datas. And we should be able to meet up after that and collect up a bunch of these materials so that we can build a nice big base like we want. Yeah, that's what we're up to today. I'll be in and out, and we'll see what we get up to. Alright, well, only took about an hour, not too bad. So we ended up using all of the missions for the base computer, and we got some good stuff. We got the landing pad, we got the exo roamer. Let's see what else we got here. Learned how to make a solar panel, learned how to make the appearance modification station, the first of 10 storage units. Some good stuff. We also got some upgrades, so like we got the shield lattice, which increases the hazard protection battery, the jetpack neural stimulator, which gives us some upgrades for that, and then we also got a few upgrades for the starship. We got a teleporter module, which increases the range at which we can interact with the ship, and efficient thrusters, I think, which decreases the amount of fuel that we use each time we take off. So all good stuff there, but that is not the nitty-gritty. In order to get the stuff that we really want, we're going to need more salvage parts, and I did manage to get 23 of them over the course of doing all of that. However, we're going to need more. We're going to need a lot more, like several hundred, I think. So what I've learned based on what I've done in the past is planets with higher amounts of sentinels, I believe, have better chances of having the old salvage data. So I think what I might do, the caustic planet from that last episode has high sentinel activity, and it wasn't too bad. It was kind of pretty. It does have some bad storms. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. Let's see, any other ones? Acidic planet, I'm not too interested in that. I think we might go back to the Eugeninos system, and I think we might go over to Omorg Gamma and see about getting up some of those datas so that we can go into the anomaly and lock a bunch of building pieces. So I'm going to go do that. And we'll see in a bit. Let's see here. Space Station, Eugeninos. Alrighty, and we are back. I took about 3 hours or so. Hopefully it was much shorter for you guys. But in that 3 hours, we went ahead and unlocked all of this stuff. We got a whole bunch of timber stuff. We got a whole bunch of like prefab stuff. All sorts of good stuff. Save beacons, stone stuff, alloy, advanced technology, so we have all of the storage units unlocked. We've got the galactic trade terminal unlocked. Really useful stuff that'll come in handy later on. Oh, it's dark out. So now, I know this from experience, we're going to need a lot of ferrite, and the best way to get a ton of ferrite is going to be finding a planet that has, let's see here, the rusted metal, I believe it is. And the best way to do that is to come over here and see which planets we've discovered. I know that there is one somewhere that has rusted metal on it. And it looks like it's not in any of the planets that I've already surveyed. So it must be back at our first area where we were on this acidic planet. I'm sure that one of these planets has that on there. So we should head back there. Let's see here. Space stations, Karaka. Oh. Emergency broadcast detected. Gzz. Reject their lies. Gzz. Follow us to freedom. The ship is broadcasting the same message over and over, an endless loop. Its message has decayed over time, but there are still salvageable coordinates amid the noise. I shut down my receiver and input the coordinates to my starship's navigating systems. One final check reveals no life signs, no further intelligent message from abandoned vessel. Cool. We'll be doing that. Not now. Alright, let's get out and take a look. So on my multi-tool, I have installed a thing called the survey device, which is unlockable in the multi-tool upgrade dude in the anomaly. So with this, we can use our analysis visor to survey minerals. And it looks like we found a hotspot, 148 units in this direction. And a cool thing about these lifeless planets is they have really low gravity, so you could just go for ages with this stuff. Alright, where are we at? Oh gosh, I overshot it big time. Excuse me, rocks. Right about here. Alright, we're going to analyze this spot. Ooh, and it's a potential S. So if you look over on the left-hand side... Ah, it's cobalt, though. We don't want cobalt. We want rusted metal. Shoot. Well, that's cool even still. Cobalt is pretty good for stuff, but we don't need that right now. But yeah, the potential there on the left-hand side is S-class, so the max density that this place can have is 100%. And as you can see, when I'm moving around, the density underfoot increases or decreases. So, like, if I were to put down right about here... Oop, it looks like it almost hit 100%. There's a very small spot. Here it is. So right here, if I was to put down a mineral digger right here, it would get the most out of the ground that you possibly could for that particular spot. And the worse the class of the digging spot, the less materials per machine you'll get. So let's go way out here. And I did also install a jetpack module which allows for jetpack refueling in midair. So I guess on this planet it's going to let us just jetpack for ages. Especially if we go over hills like this. Tons of space. Heck yes. So let's see. We've got another mineral survey 150 meters this way. So let's hope that this one... Ooh, almost overshot it here. 40 meters. Right about here. What do we got here? Okay, so this is rusted metal. It is a B class, though. Let's put down a waypoint here. And let's go off and see if we can find one more. And if it's not rusted metal, or if it's not as good as this one, we'll come back and we'll use the B class. Nice. Okay, so I changed my mind. I figured why settle for less. I just found an S-class rusted deposit, so we'll be doing our little thing here. So in order to make a little facility, we're going to start off by making a base computer so that we can save this area as our own. I'm missing a little bit of chromatic metal, though. Let's see here. I have a portable miner right here. So let's just pop in here, pop a little bit of copper in there, and some fuel. And I think literally all I needed was 3. So what we're going to do now is take our base computer and pop it down there. And we're going to claim the base. And we're going to rename it Rusted Metal Manufacturing. That's probably how you spell it. Cool. So, now we're going to figure out exactly where the most of the... let's see here. That's 70%. We're getting closer, closer, closer. Right about... Oop, 99. 99, where was it? Can we get 100? Best we're gonna get is 99, it looks like. Oh, it was there. Close enough. So basically right about here. So that'll be our marker for where we're going to be able to get the most bang for our buck. Get rid of this rock here. Cool. Now, in order to power these things, these machines that dig up the rusted metal, they take like, I think 50 units of power or something like that per machine. And that's a lot. That's like two solar panels per machine. So the best way to power this facility is actually going to be using another survey mode, which is going to be using this in order to find electromagnetic stuff for our electromagnetic generators. And it looks like, luckily, not only is it not too far away, but it's also an S-class. So let's try and find this right about here-ish. Come on, where is it? There we go. And this works in the same way as the rusted metal deposits. This will actually, yeah, you can see there on the left-hand side that the closer we get to 100%, that's going to be more and more power. So we'll, let's see if we can build here, I suppose. Okay, the base will let us build here. Sometimes you're too far away from your base computer, so just keep an eye on that. So let's figure out exactly where it needs to be. Right about... Can we hit 100? Not really, so we'll call it right here. So we'll take a platform and we'll build it right about here. Right there. Cool. So that's going to be our marker for where we're going to make the electromagnetic thingamabobber. But for right now, we'll focus on building the machines and then we'll power them afterwards. Awesome possum. Alright, so let's dig out... let's make this place out of alloy, just because alloy's fun and all... what's the word I'm looking for? Factory-ish. Mechanical. You know what I'm talking about. It's fine. So we're going to build one here, and then I think if we take... Let's take a wall... And did I not pop these on the side of that? Oh, free places on. That's why. Let's take a wall and pop it here, and then I want to raise this floor up a little bit. It has no mechanical advantages whatsoever. Building this higher, I just want to. All right, so let's do that, and then we can have a ramp like this going up, and then I think we're gonna build 5. Let's do 3 of these machines, actually. I think nothing super complicated, and the farther away you get from the source, Like, the farther away you get from this local source, the less stuff you're going to make anyway, so it doesn't make sense to build a whole bunch all in one area. So let's do that, and then let's build something like this. And then up here, let's just double check. So standing here, this is 97, 98, 99. So as long as we get kind of close to the edge here with our machines, and in fact, just to make sure that we can get that 99, we'll build backwards a little bit as well. And then maybe we can take a few more of these and pop them here. Like so. Awesome. Let's move this guy, like, underneath or something, just so that it's out of the way. And let's take a look at what it's going to take to build those the miners. So we'll go over to here, I think. Yeah, mineral extractors. Okay, so each one's going to take 100 chromatic metal and 5 metal plating. Alright, so we got this up and running now. I've got over here 3 of the electromagnetic generators. So these are currently making... Let's find out here. I know that this one's on a 99%. So this one's making 299 or 300 units of power. This one's making 295-ish, and this one should also be making, yeah, around 295-ish. So these are going to be super good for the small use case that we have over here. In fact, it may even be overkill, but I'd rather overkill it than not have enough. So that's what we're going to have here. Fill this real quick. And then over here, so the way that these mining things work, they have, like, groups, systems, right? So we have 3 on the bottom, and then directly above them, we have another 3, and that's how you can circumvent the range. Because, say you're at the center point, that's the most dense amount of material that you have in the area. And then the farther away you get, the less material you get per machine. So it's better to build close together. And then on top of that, the more machines you have on a system, the less the entire system makes per machine. It's still more, obviously, because you have more machines. But that's how they balance the mining. So to circumvent that aspect of it, you have to separate your groups of machines and have them be on different systems. And in order to do that, if you do vertically, that separates them. For whatever reason, that's how it works. And if you have them directly vertically on top of each other, it separates them and you don't get that penalty. So you can see that this one's making 400 per hour, 375, 375. And then this one should also be making, yeah, about 400 per hour, 375, and 375. If I had them all connected together, then they would each be making less per machine. They would fill up faster, but you would be getting less per action. So now all we need here is a few of these supply depots, which is just 20 metal plating. And we should be good to go from here. And it looks like we're going to need the rusted metal that we're making here. So I'm going to get that all set up. I'm going to finish this up. I'll build a portal room so that we can teleport back here with ease. And then we should be good. Alrighty, guys. So we finished this off. We got ourselves a little tower here. So there's a couple of stories here. I plan on putting a short-range teleporter in here. I just don't have enough materials for that right now, but I plan on putting a short-range teleporter here and on the second floor so that we can access the one upstairs. But this is what it looks like for now. Not too bad. This is going to produce like 2,000 something ferrite dust per hour. Not bad at all. And then over here we've got ourselves a nice little teleporter room so that we can get here easily. And yeah, it's a nice little building. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for joining me today. In the next episode, we'll be using this setup in order to fulfill our dreams of having a really cool base inside a hole. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see any of the little building things that I did, like for instance how to get this all lined up and things like that, there's some tips and tricks that I happen to have up here in the wrinkly noggin of mine. So if you want to see something like that, let me know down in the comments below. And if you want to hang out some more, feel free to subscribe. We'll be hanging out here real soon. Thank everybody so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.